It's never good to start with heavy breathing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's dehydrated.
I put my penis away.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
You've been shitting so much lately. So
yeah.
Sorry, a day late, a buck short.
Yep.
We're here today to tell you about the gospel of said Boyz. Gerald was dropping hot browns at Charlie Mustard's basically for 24 to 48 hours.
We'll discuss more of that on the podcast.
Yeah, because you look paler. I mean, you're dark by nature, but
I've got like bursted blood vessels around my eyes and all that shit. It's been a rough couple of days.
It's been.
But hey, boys, we're back.
Yeah, we'll talk about ailments in a little while, but
yes.
You can find us on all forms of social media, Instagram and Twitter, at WineBoysPod. It's at WineBoysPod. Your wine suggestions at WineBoysPod@gmail.com. This lovely beat is it's fire and some real trap shit. Mm-hmm. You know, as I believe the Utes say that.
The Ute?
Yeah, Ute Dem fam.
Oh wow.
So, I'm at the Zach Edward on Instagram and Twitter. Basically at the Zach Edward on all forms of social media. And taking DMs for comedy bookings. Those are wide open. I have a couple dates next week, but otherwise, hit me up. Basically, put it in wherever you want.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you ready for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm always ready for you.
Oh, just start rapping like Playboy Cardi or something?
I mean, that's usually what he does.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yo, Pierre.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
All on your mama. All on your sister. Yeah. Spreading my butter. Yeah. All on her liver. Huh.
Wow.
Okay.
That's good.
Boys.
Wow. That is artistry in motion.
Hey, this is what I'm here for. So, boys, you can find me on Instagrams and the Twitters at Lord Gerald. Facebook, sometimes we post there, sometimes we don't, whatever. Tonight we have a nice estate reserve.
Yeah.
Barbera. It's an Italian grape. Mm-hmm. And otherwise...
we'll tell you some more about it.
Yeah.
On the back end of this lovely intro.
Yeah, so we got stories about places to procure marijuana products, NFL quarterbacks.
Getting toffee sloppy in the back of a cheesecake factory.
I was just going to say nefarious activities outside of chain restaurants.
I prefer toffee.
But all right.
I prefer toffee sloppy at the actual restaurant.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's not give away the goose.
Well, the goose is about to hatch its eggs.
Whoa. Okay. Hi, I'm Gerald.
And I'm Zach.
And we are the Wine Boys. Hey, boys.
Hello.
You ready to drink some wine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We are boys. And we
drink wine.
We are wine boys.
Hey, yeah. Okay, boys. Today we have wine. That's what we're drinking. We got a vintage 2018 Stony Lonesome. Comes from the Finger Lakes region of New York.
Yeah, local boy.
Yeah, that's right. Estate Reserve Barbera. Barbera. Yeah. Now, I'll read the back of this. Exclusively handcrafted wines that truly stand alone. Enjoy. Produced and bottled by Three Brothers Wineries and Estates, LLC. DBA, Stony Lonesome Wineries.
Yep.
Okay, boys. This is actually a delicious boy.
Yeah, I've had that wine before, so.
Yeah, I was actually on a wine tour recently. Tried this at one of the tastings. Really enjoyed it. Thought it'd be good for the show.
Yeah. Make sure you use your hashtag wine tour season.
Of course. Get your camera ready, ho.
It's the season.
We about to po up. There's no silly shit on the back of the bottle.
Yeah, I like a wine that just like gets to the point.
Yeah,
you know, like hey, drink me. I'm good.
Yeah, we don't need all that shit. Just give me to the point. Now it's a Barbera, so it's an Italian grape. Mm-hmm.
Zoom
It's
in,
very
zoom out.
savory. It's a dry red. We're going to bust this bitch open.
It's a dry boy.
Dry boy. Okay. Okay. It's got smell. It's got a smell. You ready?
It is smells, yeah.
All right. Okay. And glug, glug, glug. All right. Now.
Damn it, I forgot to hit record.
You kidding. You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
You're not good at this, are you?
I thought I hit
Is
it.
your first time doing it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just my first time ever.
Wow. Good job. Okay.
Yeah, I totally fucked that up.
Yeah. Just take a picture. Just take a picture instead.
Yeah.
Take a picture. There you go. We're waiting.
Yeah.
You're blowing it, Zach.
You're blowing it, Steve.
You're blowing it. Just don't get the water bottle in the picture. You're blowing it, Steve.
You're blowing it, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Is this your first time, Steve? Hurry up and piss
We've been
already.
waiting all night in this.
I'm shy.
We've been waiting all night in this Cheesecake Factory parking lot, Steve.
That comes later.
That does. Okay.
All right, let's get into this.
Let's get into
this dry boy. It's bright.
Okay.
It's aromatic.
Yes.
It's got a potpourri type of.
I like the way it clings to the glass when you swish it around.
It's very clear though, so like the true mark of a good red wine is if you can translucently see through through the glass. So you can see to the bottom of the glass here, which is always good.
Yep.
Always good. That's good shit. Hits me right in my loins.
Little acidic, buttery finish.
Very buttery. I don't have a lot of Barbera, so it's like it's not a grape that I am fully accustomed to.
No, have we had another one on this podcast?
We may have had a blend.
This might be a first.
Yeah. I actually don't even know a lot about Barbera. So it's from the Piedmont version of Italy.
Grown locally,
wines
though.
Wines vary significantly with fruity, tart, light, and simple aromas to more expensive oaked varietals, which can come from a southernmost point of this region. So, all right. So this is Stony Lonesome. This is from Finger Lakes, New York, United States of America. So this wine is not rated, but it is the wine enthusiast says it's a middle of the road vintage wine, something that can be enjoyed, fruit forwardness with aromas of cranberry, red currant, red fruits, and you're going to get smoky, earthy notes and a little bit of plum. I do get that's kind of like smoke, kind of like that peppery finish.
Yeah.
Cranberry a little bit. I get more like a blackberry flavor overall with it.
Yeah.
I
believe this is actually in oak barrels.
It does not say in the tasting notes.
I remember they said that at the winery.
Then it must be true.
Maybe they're trying to sell more bottles. I don't know, but this is what they said.
Yeah. This wine pairs nicely with dark poultry, mild and soft cheeses, spicy foods, and pork.
Okay.
I could see a nice unctuous pork tenderloin with this.
Yes. That would be lovely.
That would be just delightful.
Divine.
I'll pull me up a glass of that Stony Lonesome. That would be divine.
That would be nice and Ava divine. All right, so we did take our initial first sip. Then we're going to aerate. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
So,
yes,
you have a Philly story.
It's a little
tell.
Yeah, and it's really not even so much. So we went to Massachusetts over the weekend. I go see doctors in Boston every 6 months. I got my oil changed, and
You had to check your dipstick?
Yep. They had to, and they're like, everything look good here, sir? And I'm just like, if you could just take a finger out of there, that'd be great.
Did he kind of milk you?
A little bit. Yeah, he milked my prostate. It was nice. So everything went pretty well overall. So I was told, I know I talked about it a little on the podcast before that they were like going to try to like essentially like shut off my system. So they don't want to do that. They think it's traumatic. They're like, that just seems a little traumatic for somebody your age. Like, it
is a lot.
It's a lot. So they're like, we'll figure some other shit out.
It does sound like something that they do to somebody who's like 70.
Yeah, well, no, it's just somebody that's like, we don't have a lot of other things to try, but there are some other stuff. There's some other stuff out there. So,
okay.
Moral of the story is I'm getting drunk. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just able to do the things I enjoy, which is hanging out with the boys and drinking wine.
Yeah,
so.
and smoking meth every now and then.
Every now and again, a little. That's methed up.
TM.
So, so in Massachusetts, Mary Jane Wana is fully recreational now. So it's like you can walk in and they're just like they don't even pat you down. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's so easy to walk into these places. So I went to one where it's great. You order ahead like Chipotle, and you can just go in and just pick up your order. You know, so. We hit it on the way back. I was with my girlfriend's mom, who was totally cool with it. Which is the best part because she was driving, and it was like I was getting dropped off at the dispensary by my girlfriend's mom, and just think it's funny. Yeah, like it's like that. This is the story I'm going to tell my grandkids.
Of course.
Like, yeah, well, your mother's mom actually used to drop me off at the weed store. You know the weed store that's on every city block, like a McDonald's now. Like that's basically
that store.
Yeah. Remember the time you used to get into cars with like almost perfect strangers and try to procure $10 worth of weed?
Like, you almost died over $10 worth
Remember
of
that?
dirt weed.
Remember those days?
Actually, our kids will not have that experience.
Oh yeah, my kid when my theoretical child, like when he starting to mess with drugs, I don't even think it's going to be weed. It's just going to be liquefied versions of it, and they're just going to be like
with all the crazy shit they're doing with weed now. I mean, they got shit that'll put you into orbit. Yeah. And I can remember just, 10 years ago, how many seedy neighborhoods I went into where I worried about getting robbed over, like, $10 worth of weed.
$10 worth of bad weed. Yeah. Like, stuff that's not even worth your life.
Mostly dirt.
Yeah.
Mostly dirt.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, 9 times out of 10, I was smoking oregano. Like,
absolutely.
It's just like, this tastes like pasta sauce. Like, this is amazing.
Or, honestly, even then, like, okay, let's say this is like 2009 time frame, right? How many stories do you have from 2009 where, like,
it involved getting in the back of a car to get weed?
That or like
a lot.
You're riding around trying to find somebody who has weed.
Not as much as in 2009 in college. It was pretty readily available.
I was in community college.
Okay, so for me, I was at a 4-year university, so it was pretty readily available.
Yeah, like, no, it was easy. Once I got to the university,
always look for it was pretty simple. Just find the kid who was wearing the V-neck T-shirt and a gold chain. Like he had weed usually. I was like, that guy's got weed.
That one girl in the dorm who like wore those like hoodies,
the drug rugs. Yeah, what the serapes? They're like the Mexican drug
drug rugs.
That's what I used to call them.
That's exactly what they are.
Yeah,
if you find a girl with that, she sells weed.
So that girl. We had a girl like that in our dorm room, and she had a tribal neck tattoo. And I go, if this girl doesn't sell weed, she at least sucks dick. Yeah. So
she's an absolute sweetheart, and
she's so nice,
and she sells mid-grade stuff.
That's the thing. That girl, like I'm depicting her, and I'm not. This is based on actual events. Like that girl. Like not only was a sweetheart, but like when she got a couple of drinks in her, that girl fucked. And
yeah, absolutely.
And your friends would talk about her like as if she was like Mother Teresa, and it's just like and then all 4 of us fucked her at the same time. It's just like that is the nicest thing I've ever heard.
She knew what she wanted out of her life.
That was the fun. But she was so nice. Like she would cook us breakfast and shit, and then she'd be like, "Hey, you guys really ran a train on me last night. Do you want scrambled eggs?" Like that was the kind of person she was.
And then come to find out, post-grad, she moved to Colorado. And
wow, I think we're talking about the same girl.
I don't think we're talking about the same girl. Well, the same person, just different name.
This one went to Southern California, but
regardless. This one went to Colorado, but still. There's pictures of her like doing yogi poses in like front of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, actually, we're really fun. Quick aside.
Okay,
this bothers me, and this is something I have to get out before we even finish this story.
Okay,
on the highway when we were driving to Boston, there was a person who had an unfinished license plate that said Yogi for Liff. So it said Yogi for LIF. So my thing to the DMV, my plea to the DMV is if you can't finish the statement, you don't get it.
Why
Like,
did they do LFE?
That's exactly my thought. So I had this conversation with my girlfriend. I go, I think they should just like revoke the privileges of the person that puts that out there, because you know what they're okay. So you know they're trying to pander a message to you.
Yeah.
Like, at least be able to spell the entire thing out, or you don't get it. Like, you're not allowed to get it on your license plate if it doesn't actually make an entire phrase. And you know,
I like your
and
message.
she looked at me like I was like I had four heads, and she's like, "Why is that a big deal?" I go, "It's a big deal to me, okay."
It means a lot to me.
All right, you obviously don't get it.
You don't understand. All right, finish your wine, ho. We got to aerate
Yogi
this
for
bitch.
Liff. So
Yogi for Liff. Okay, so but anyway, marijuana's are
So
legal.
I'm at the dispensary. Okay, I walk in. I gotta tell you, man, the security guard. It was like an hour before they closed, so he was lackadaisical. Is a good way to
Oh,
describe
I
him.
didn't give a fuck.
I was like, I feel like I almost asked him. Like, he scanned my ID. He goes, "All right, you can go right in." I go, "Do you not want to see like my order number, or like at least pat me down a little? Like, I feel like I could walk in here with anything right now." He goes, "I don't give a fuck," and I'm like,
I'm
"Oh,
like, yeah, I believe you.
yeah." He goes, "You look like an accountant. That's fine." So
You're white and skinny,
you're white and skinny and have glasses, like, you know.
and you're not a wiry, skinny white either.
Yeah.
You're a.
What are you gonna-
You're
yeah.
I sit at a desk white.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Listen to some ska music and finger yourself? Like, it doesn't matter to me.
He was like, yeah,
So-
you got plenty to lose.
Yeah, listen, you look like, you know, you look like you don't have a lot going on, but you also don't look like you're going to kill anybody. So, like, whatever. So I walked in. The guy that was working inside was a little bit more demanding. He goes, "All right, so you can't go to the left side. That's for medical only." And I'm like, "Oh, that's a shame." I said, "All the toys look like they're fun over there." And he goes, "Yeah, they are a lot more fun. Yeah, but you're not. It looks like you're not from the state, so you're gonna have to go to the other part of the line." So I walked.
He looked at you and said, "You look like you're not from this state."
No, they like knew, like scanned
Oh,
me
okay.
in. They're like, "Oh yeah, New York, you know, and New York, keep them on this side." So I walked in, and I went to like it's like whatever, it's with the ropes for like a line, like as if the line is big. There's like 4 people in the place, and he's just like, "No, you got to stay in the front of the ropes." And I go, "Oh, I can just walk through." He goes, "No, yeah, you have to stay in front of the ropes." And I'm like, "Are we really doing this right now, man?" Like, I was like, "It's not a big deal. I'm not going to jump the line. There's no line." Like, and he's just like, "Yeah, just got to stick within the protocol." And I was like, "I'm not trying to break proto, pal." So I walked in.
Info proto buddy.
All right, yeah,
All right,
yeah, we can't. So
peace.
rest in peace to the Fed. So I was basically just waiting, sitting in line. The guy in front of me is what struck me. Okay, so now this guy is wearing black hoodie, black jeans, chain wallet connected to the belt. Okay, gigantic dragon neck tattoo.
Okay.
like bigger than it should be.
Now,
Like-
is this a white?
Yes.
Okay.
Dirty beard, like.
Okay, are these Jinko jeans?
Oh, I think they might be. So
Wow.
So this guy, I'm fully judging him. Okay. Now he is buying.
How long is the hair?
It's in a bun, so
Okay.
it's long. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm fully judging this guy. I'm like, all right, this guy's. He's slowly maturing out of meth. Like he's just like, I can't do that shit anymore. So I got to figure something else out. So he buys, and it's because you can hear the transaction in front of you. It's not like they're hiding behind the building, being like, "All right, what you need?" Like it's just like, "All right." So it looks like you got here some wax. Now, wax in the medical form, basically, it's just like a condensed, basically weed, like weed wax.
THC that's been extracted from the flower.
Exactly, and and you can usually sprinkle it inside a joint or something like that, just to give you some like extra buzz with your flower. So,
But it's very potent.
it is. It's not as potent as say like a shatter or like some of like the liquefied stuff that's like fucking like literally
like the extract.
it's literally 40 times more. It's literally 40 times stronger than what a flower would be.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
imagine like a typical THC. The THC content of like a marijuana bud is like 16 to 22%. Okay, so like the ultra purified stuff is like 450%. It's the kind of shit that's like that rappers talk about.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, it's the kind of
Okay.
stuff that's just like, listen, I was in outer space, like I was on Saturn. Like that's just how it is. This guy is buying $275 worth of wax, and it hit the table with a thud. Like the guy's like, "All right, I got your stuff. And I'm like, Jesus.
Got your brick here.
Yeah, I got this brick of wax for you, you fucking psychopath.
So
it's enough wax to like
this guy buy it in bulk?
Kill a normal man. Yeah, to put a cow in at least a sedative state so you can put it out of its misery. Like, it's a lot of wax. And it hit a thud, and I was just like, okay, this guy's got $275. That's cool. So I go up there, and I'm getting like $40 worth. Like, I'm not getting an alarming amount. Like, I'm getting enough to, like, for myself.
Yeah.
So, like, the guy walks away, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I just like, that's a lot. And I just feel like it's not going inside of a joint. Like, I feel like there's other shit going on with it, and they should probably ask some more questions. The whole thing was like, I just feel like they're making it too easy.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with it. Like, I'm all about like legalization and like for like medical. Mostly I'm using it purely really. I mean, I like it, but also I use it for a medical purpose, really.
Yeah.
So I got it, and I was talking to the guy at the checkout, and he goes, all right, so I got you this, and here's your stuff. He puts it in the bag. I hand him the cash, and he's like, anything else this evening? I go, I certainly don't need $200 worth of wax. And he goes, that's the most I've ever filled. I go, I didn't even think it was legal to do that. He goes, yep, that's the legal limit. He basically bought as much as humanly possible by state law.
So he's going to send his girlfriend in behind him.
Probably.
To probably
procure more.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a lot, man. He goes, I mean, I like waxes as much as the next guy, it gives you that extra little like heady feeling, but like that guy's trying to go to space, man. Like obviously.
So he's still high.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think his life is he's just high. Like, he doesn't have there's no low. It's just high. Wakes up, high. Goes to bed, also high. Like, it's just...
Wakes up in the middle of the night to get high again.
Probably. It's just one of those guys.
Then goes back to sleep.
Yeah.
High.
A fixed addict. Somebody that just needs it a little bit at a time.
Now, I haven't smoked marijuanas in quite some time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the last time I did.
I mean, it's not really a big deal anymore. It's like talking about it. It's like smoking a cigarette. It's actually, I can't say it's like healthier. Like, really smoking anything through, taking it through your lungs is not like the healthiest thing in the world.
No.
It's sure shit more better for you than like adding chemicals to cigarettes. So.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
No, I just haven't smoked marijuanas in probably 9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been that long?
You're a Jehovah's Witness at this point.
I'm a good Christian boy now.
Yeah. Huh. You got a kid.
Yeah.
We're going to Bible school on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, yeehaw. Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget the Daytona 500's on this Sunday.
Now, but from what everyone has told me, marijuanas have changed a lot.
Yeah, especially like the dispensary stuff. Like, it's much stronger. Like, it's like we're doing this stuff for people with like cancer and like PTSD.
Yeah.
We want you to forget. Like me, I just have a chronic illness that like I just want to provide myself some of the munchies and also feel good. So like the stuff that I got is like. It's like head massaging.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Honestly, like if I ever did smoke again, I would go there and be like, listen, haven't smoked weed since like 2011. All right.
First of all, you get a loud gasp.
And like, you haven't medicated in that long? And I'm like, hold on.
Don't say medicated. I don't like that.
All right. Well, I feel like that's what they say.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, listen, pal, slow down.
Listen, chief.
All right. All I want is just your equivalent of West Side dirt weed. That's all I want. Maybe mid-grade. But even that, I feel like the definition of mid-grade has changed.
Like, yeah, man, like we just really have like really good stuff here.
We have really good stuff. I'm like, listen, okay?
We don't really fuck with bad stuff
And
here.
I'd be like, listen, dude, I'm not 19 years old anymore, all right? I'm not doing that. We're going to go get in a car with some random guy, go to some other random guy's house where his pregnant girlfriend is there and some other random dude in a dirty Cookie Monster hat is staring at us as he fishes out like
just enough weed to make it worthwhile.
As he fishes out something that's probably been cut with oregano, and for some reason you go into a store and you have your one buddy go in because you remember it's New York State and you have to be at least 19 years old to buy tobacco products. Have that guy buy a blunt wrapper and then you smoke it out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Where your one friend barely knows how to roll the thing. Okay?
He can barely figure this shit out.
Barely figured this shit out. Okay?
Yeah. So,
which is at the very beginning of my weed smoking career. We're resetting back to that.
yeah.
And I'd say, hey, that's what I want.
Yeah, I was just looking because I'm looking at the menu at the place that I went. So
Mm-hmm.
it just some of the name of the strains, like some of them are really great.
Okay. By the way, have you tried the wine since it's been aerated? 'Cause
I have
this
not.
This
No.
is delightful.
Sorry, you're talking about my two favorite things right now.
All right. As we're talking about that open up well,
Yeah, it did.
that's very good. Okay.
I like to keep my W's on track, man. Wine and weed, man.
Hey.
I like what I like.
Yeah.
I can certainly like way worse things.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. Now I'm not judging.
Just trying
There's
to be-
none wrong. If you want to
listen,
smoke
man.
weeds, go ahead. I
Trying to
don't
stay
care.
lucid, bruh.
Yeah. You go ahead, man. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a yogi for Lyft, but you know that bothers me.
Oh,
to
he's a
no
yogi
end.
for Lyft. Okay.
Yeah, he's a Lyft yogi.
Yeah.
What if I was a Lyft driver that was also a yogi? What if I just be a yogi for Lyft?
You'd be annoying.
Oh my god!
You'd be so annoying.
I got to tell you, the last time I took an Uber a couple of weeks ago, I loved my driver because do you know Ron Funches, the comedian?
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
Ron Funches. He seems like a phenomenal human, but this dude looked painstakingly like the guy, and he was also a lovely stoner because you could smell it. And I got in the car, and I was just like,
Did he
I'm
have
going.
that high pitched voice
He
also?
did, yeah, he did. And he got in the car. He goes, "Where are we going?" And I'm like, I said, I'm going over on the west end of town. He goes, "All right, it's going to be a smooth ride." And I'm like, I love this guy. I fucking love this dude.
We should be friends.
We started talking, and he like also liked wrestling. And I was like, dude, we might be friends after this.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, I got a long night ahead of me. So, just trying to, just keeping my head on straight. And I was like, I can smell it. And he's just like, ha 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 ha. And I was like, that laugh says it all.
Yep.
Yep. I'm pretty sure if I asked him if he had a joint in his center console, he'd be like, "You trying to smoke this shit right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." Like, I don't care. I just met you, Uber driver. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a 5. If I can give you a 10-star rating, I would. Like,
Yeah, go ahead, man.
yeah, I just enjoy that.
Extra tip.
I just enjoy the people that don't put on a facade. Like,
No.
be yourself.
Exactly.
Be yourself. Because I'm myself. I am who I am.
You know what, though? That's what really annoys me about the professional world.
And nobody's like exactly who they are.
Nobody
Yeah.
is who the fuck they are.
I saw a guy today wearing a 3-piece suit, and then I like looked him up online because I kind of knew who he was.
Yeah.
And I saw no 3-piece suits in any of those pictures. I'm like, this dude is mostly in pajamas. Like, what the fuck is going on?
So he goes from 3-piece suit,
Like,
which, boys, if you've ever worn a 3-piece suit before,
I mean,
not comfortable.
not really. It depends on your vest choice, but usually it's like something that's really hugging the hips. So it's like,
Oh yeah, the vest is very trim.
Yeah.
Like you're
yeah, I do enjoy a good 3-piece suit.
You're in
I got
there.
one. I like it.
yeah.
But
You're
I
in
enjoy,
there though.
I do enjoy looking good. Like, I mean, for my job,
course.
I look good, but it's like,
Of course. But even then though, like, okay, first of all, we live in Syracuse, New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's only a short window of time, weather-wise, where you can wear a 3-piece suit.
yeah, and it's usually not right now.
Well, right,
yeah. I mean, today was an okay day.
today was okay
You got to
enough.
base your outfits on the weather. That's the
Yes.
kind of town we live in.
I would say, like, end of October, that you got a smooth month in central New York.
Yeah, about that.
Where you can wear a 3-piece suit. And I would say that's from, like, end of October, very end, like when it stops being hot, like balls hot outside,
Yeah,
till before the freezing cold of December hits.
yeah, and it's cold.
So you get a cute little month.
Yeah, I said you get a smooth month. Yeah,
And then on the other side of that, where the weather shifts, there's like a week in there where it goes from snowing every day to it's 80 degrees and raining outside. And that sliver is right around April 28th.
maybe that's why I tolerate with the fact that I live here, because I think
Yeah.
my mind is just as the way the weather is.
Yeah.
Just like 1 second it's fine, the next thing it's not, and then the next
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
it's fine, the next thing it's not.
And that's when you can wear a 3-piece suit.
Correct.
Because otherwise, like, you're going to be either freezing because you don't want to wear a coat with the fucking thing, because now you're wearing, like, I don't know, 6 layers on your top half?
Here's a good question, because I think about this too. Like, what is your take on wearing sweatpants in public?
Sweatpants in public?
Yeah.
It depends on the sweatpants.
I agree. Now, I don't wear sweatpants in public. I used to, and then I ran into somebody I knew at the grocery store, and I was wearing joggers, which they were like fashionable joggers, and I was like, I still feel like I should be wearing jeans right now, or at least some type of like form-fitting pants. So since like basically that aha moment, I have not worn sweatpants. For
me, it depends on the sweatpant.
Okay.
Now, if you come through wearing it has to be a sturdy jogger. They can't be a pair of joggers that you got from like the Gap.
Okay.
Which are like
joggers it
has to be like a Nike jogger.
I would say Adidas
like
jogger,
good pair
with a really, really skinny leg.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And it has to be a very sturdy, thick fabric.
That's essentially what I was wearing. So I was like, all right, I don't feel like naked, but I also feel like I'm being judged.
Or if you're wearing like the full sweatsuit with the jogger.
That's just fashionable.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's okay. Like if you're wearing like the full like matching.
You look like a scene in The Sopranos. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's my family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just look
more. Sit down. Do you like my new tracksuit?
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I may look a little
Adidas.
More. Yeah,
Adidas.
Like, you look like you might be selling drugs.
Yeah.
If you wear that. Well, but also I do too. If I come out wearing the full.
People look at us, and I think the first look that they give us is not drug dealer.
If I come through wearing the full sweatsuit,
I mean, I'm gonna have questions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, who did you rob for that? Like, or like, are you a coke dealer now? That's fun.
Yeah.
Can I have some?
But I enjoy, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy my life in a sweatsuit.
I've only ever owned one, and it's very comfortable.
Oh, like, it's incredible.
Yeah, but then I like think about my family, because I'm either aggressively Italian or I'm Eastern European, which is essentially tracksuit central. Like,
yeah,
and it's different types. So like the Italian side of me wears like the nice Nike or like Jordan ones.
You're wearing velour.
It's kind of shiny, like it fits, but it also is a little baggy.
Yeah.
Like give you a brajoule some time to breathe.
Yeah. And you've got like a wife beater on.
Gold chain.
Yep.
Counting money in the back of the strip club that you're using as your drug front.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's my family. My family is an episode of The Sopranos.
Okay.
Like, especially my hardcore Jersey family.
Yeah.
Because my whole family is either Jersey or South Philly. So it's like, yeah, about as dirty Northeast Italian as you can get.
Okay.
And then my dad's side was all Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Russia, Hungary, fucking parts of the Ukraine. So again, our tracksuits are 3-stripe life tracksuits. So a lot of like white Adidas tracksuits with black stripes.
Yeah. The Ferrari edition Pumas. Yep. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
My dad's dad, God rest his soul. Actually, fuck that guy. But honestly, I didn't know him a lot. Actually, I really didn't know him very much, and he treated a lot of our family like shit. So absolutely fuck that guy.
Okay.
So he died at a craps table in Las Vegas.
This is already a great story.
He was shooting dice, and his ticker conked out right in the middle of the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how he died.
So he went how he wanted to go.
Oh, yeah.
He was shooting dice.
He left his wife, moved to Las Vegas, and died at a craps table.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long after leaving his wife?
3 years.
Okay.
Moved to Vegas for a few years, and then he was just shooting dice one night.
So he was living then for those 3 years.
Oh yeah, he was living for those 3. Yeah, he did what he wanted to do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he was.
He
fucking...
did his 3 favorite things: drink, drugs, and gamble.
I was gonna say, so he was probably like banging hookers, snorting blow.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about, this is your Eastern European heritage.
Exactly.
So yeah, he just fucking balsa wall, the kings of click clack.
Yep, he was on a heater, and then he fucking died.
What year did he pass away?
99? I think it was 99.
So you might have
99
aunts and uncles that are younger than you, because it's your grandfather, right?
I mean, for fuck's sakes, man, probably.
You might have like an illegitimate aunt or uncle out there that was born in like 97.
I'm waiting for the call.
Like,
Like my 30th birthday rolls around, and it's just like somebody with like a slight sliver of like Russian accent. It's just like, hello, is Zachary there? And I'm like, yeah.
No, they wouldn't have a Russian accent though.
They'd just be a regular ass person.
Yeah, just be a regular. Well, just have a American accent.
Yeah. Hey, this is your cousin Lisa. It's like
cousin. This is your aunt Lisa.
I would say, this is your aunt Lisa. It's just like, how old are you, Lisa?
It's
like 16.
Yeah, well, they were born in 97.
Well,
that means that
99.
they'd be 23?
23.
23 turned 24 this year.
No,
I'm sorry. They'd be 23 this year.
Yeah, correct.
22 turned 23 this year. So there's your aunt Lisa, 23 years old.
Funny to say. Shit, man. I mean, with my family, I mean, who the fuck knows? Like,
I really hope you have an aunt or an uncle that's younger than you.
They probably do.
just some illegitimate child.
Based on,
I wanted to find more about.
Yeah,
my grandfather died. I was 2 when he passed away. I never got to know him. I wanted to know more about his family, so I reached out and I got your phone number from your mother, who is my sister, and she told me, "Wow, I have kids that are older than you."
Well, I'm their aunts, so
so yeah. This is, and then you like go over to your mom's house, and she's like, sitting on the couch, and your mom's just like, "So this is my sister, Lisa. She's your aunt."
I don't want to think about this story because there is some unfortunate.
Oh my God.
There's some unfortunate logic that could happen. Like I just think it's a distinct possibility. Like next Christmas, like,
well, think of it. Like your grandpa was probably riding it hard.
Probably, man.
For like those last 3 years.
Yeah,
how old was he when he passed?
I don't even remember. I think he was in his 60s.
Okay.
So
wait, this is on your father's side or
my
your
dad's side?
Oh,
not my
your
mom's
dad's
side.
Okay.
Yeah, not my mom's side. No, my mom's side. Her parents died before I was born.
Okay.
And then her brother died when she was young. Yeah, so there was a lot. Yeah, so I didn't get to see a lot of like my mom's family.
Okay.
And then a lot of they all kind of, they all kind of just came and went. They're kind of a blur. My dad's side though is just the thing about like my mom's side. They all were kind of passed before I was like, whenever I didn't really collect any like memories. Mm-hmm. My dad's side though, I just collected memories of all the shit I just like heard from other people.
Yeah.
So like my uncle would tell me his stories, but like, let me tell you about your dad, or let me tell you about your grandfather. And he just told me some shit. I go, really? He did that? And it's just like, yeah, he closed down the Borgata one night. Like it's just.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, he told me this story one time that my grandfather was on a heater at a blackjack table and literally played for 6.5 hours at the same blackjack table at the Borgata in Atlantic City, and won like $12,000. He just wouldn't stop. And that's when and I believe that's when the gambling addiction started. Like that's probably that.
Wait, that's when it started after 6.5 hours at a blackjack.
I don't think it's when it started. I think it's when it hit its peak.
Oh, okay.
Where it's just like, I'm never losing again. It's like, okay.
It's like, I got to do everything exactly the same.
That's right, yeah.
Everything.
That's why this building is as big as it is, because you fucking win. That's right. Like,
and I could see him like just strolling up, just like a man that looks just like you, except he's older. So he's got like, his hair is thinner up top and it's grayer.
Yeah.
And
bald. Let's face facts, bald. We got a horseshoe situation going on.
I want to say there's still some hair, but it's like it's styled.
There's just enough to say
the glasses are bigger and tinted.
Yeah. Wow. You're like you're on brand right now.
I'm keeping with the decades. There's probably he's wearing like a sweatsuit. It's probably white. Mm-hmm. He's wearing a wife beater under it. It's like kind of halfway unzipped. There's a gold chain. And he's also wearing white shoes.
Oh yeah, like
he probably has a gold ring.
Yep.
And a gold watch.
He does. Yeah.
Okay.
From the limited memories I have, you pretty much killed it right there.
Wow.
The only thing you're missing is he didn't wear a wife beater. He always wore like a vintage like NFL T-shirt.
Okay. Sports betting.
Exactly. See, now you're picking up what I'm putting down.
What was his team? Steelers?
He was a Steelers fan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I only know that because your dad was a Steelers fan.
So the apple didn't fall from the tree right there.
Yeah.
So which it doesn't really explain why I like the Detroit Lions. Like, I still don't really get it. Like, I just figured, I don't know.
We know why.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Mostly trauma. So, I mean, let's keep with the sports stuff. I mean, we're kind of on this. So
yeah. We're on this train.
The whole Baker Mayfield situation. So, like, the story came out of this girl, a lovely, lovely young woman, small town USA in Ohio,
yep,
who came out with allegations that, like, a month after Baker married his wife,
yes,
she gave him some oral satisfaction behind a chain restaurant.
She sucked his dick at a cheesecake factory.
And I guess
in the parking lot.
In the parking lot, which is the most graceful place to do it.
Yeah.
And then she went on Shock Jock Radio, Cleveland Steamer and Dave in the morning, or whatever the fuck the name of the show is. Good name for a Cleveland-based shock jock, though.
Yep.
Cleveland Steamer, Steamer and Dave, like
Dave the Dog Pound and Rick the Cleveland Steamer in the morning.
Honk.
Yeah.
Just like the dogs are barking, that means we got some juicy news coming out of Cleveland. Baker's sex field. Auga. So this girl then goes on Shock Jock Cleveland Radio and starts basically just telling the story.
Yeah.
I listened to 5 minutes of the interview. This girl's personality is very dry.
Okay.
I mean, if you like sandpaper, like she's the girl for you.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about the copials. I'm talking about, like, her personality is tough.
Now,
she's tough.
I listened to all 35 minutes of this interview.
God bless you, because I got through 5 and I was like, I am bored to death by this person.
It wasn't her personality that drew me into it.
It was just the story?
Yeah.
Okay. I should have fought through it.
I did, and it got more entertaining. And really what it was, though, the shock jocks carried it through.
Well, I mean, it's their job.
Yeah, that's
like, I got 30 minutes of radio I got to fill here.
And this guy's like, I've been doing radio for 35 years. Like
I get it.
They can carry this through. So anyway, these guys, though, they got her to tell the story. The way it started was she wore a Baker Mayfield T-shirt to a game, had her friend take a picture, tweeted at him, "Hey Baker, we're at the game."
Why is she Southern?
I don't know.
She did have a bit of an accent, though, right?
It was Ohio.
Yeah,
it was real Ohio. Also, keep in mind, Ohio's a big state.
It's essentially Kentucky.
Cincinnati is just northern Kentucky.
Well, all right, this is Cleveland, but
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get parts of Kentucky. Like, hello, everybody. I am Giselle from Kentucky.
It's a Midwestern accent, but I like making it southern just to jazz up the story. Well, you have to
be, if you're gonna be any state, it's gonna be Kentucky. So you have to get the Kentucky cadence. So it's just gonna be like, my name is Bethany. I'm from Kentucky. Yeah, so
Louisville.
I'm from Louisville.
Anyway, she lost my train of thought. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
I'm glad to help.
Wow.
You were talking about wearing a Baker Mayfield
t-shirt,
tweets at him, and any athlete is going to fall through that. J.R. Smith.
Of course, you try and get the pipe. So anyway, he tweets back at her and then follows her on Snapchat. Like, finds her on Snapchat.
Who follows anybody on Snapchat anymore?
Because he's trying to keep the shit private.
It's true.
Also,
it's the
Baker's
one
young. How old is Baker Mayfield?
24.
Okay, now this girl's 20.
The form of social media that's still like, I'm trying to hide shit from my wife is Snapchat.
Yeah.
Hence the
Either
reason.
that or just like inside jokes with your friends.
Yeah, it's also why I'm not really on Snapchat anymore. I don't get the allure of it. I get it, like, fading away pictures.
He's 24. Okay.
You can take a screenshot of a dick pic now.
You can.
So, like, don't even bother.
But the way these kids get around it is, so you don't see that they screenshotted it, is they have their friend use their phone to take a picture of your screen. So anyway,
the QR thing. No.
Like
I know what you're talking about.
You've got it open and you take a
clicky.
I got it open on my phone and you take a picture of my screen. So anyway, she starts talking to him right away. Oh my God, is this really Baker Mayfield? Prove to me it's you. He was like, all right, prove that you're alone. So she has her send pictures of like her house and where she is and all that to prove that nobody's there. And she does, and then he sends a picture of his face. Oh my God, it is Baker Mayfield. So then he says that she says they're talking for a little bit. Everything's normal, everything's fine, whatever. And one night he messages her, hey, what are you doing? You want to meet up? And then she's like, huh, okay. So he tells her where to go. And it just so happens to be in the parking lot of a cheesecake factory. It's about 45 minutes from where she is.
Okay.
So she gets there, waits. She sees a large dark SUV pull up, tinted windows. She walks over and she's like nervous. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? She rolls down the window. It's him. So she gets in. They talk for a little bit, exchange pleasantries, and then basically, like, he whips out his Peter. She mops him up real quick. He finishes, and then they talk for a little bit, and then she's like, pleasure doing business with you. And he's like, don't say that. And then she's all like, And
I bid you adieu.
Pretty much, yeah. Now...
That's like so. I think of it as obviously athletes think they're Teflon. So this guy's just like, I can get whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but the story gets better. So as they're talking,
I read it. So you can
Okay.
obviously. So I know where this is going.
Okay, so as they're talking, another girl calls the station and they patch her through. And she's like, oh, my God, pretty much the same thing happened to me.
That's what, I was just like, we have two instances of Baker Sexfield.
It started out on Twitter. He added me on Snapchat. I met him.
That's the move.
Yeah.
That's the move nowadays.
I met him, same area. I don't think the second time it was at the Cheesecake Factory.
That's what I was thinking to myself. It's like a different chain restaurant. It's like, he took me to an Applebee's.
Yeah. This time it was at an Outback Steakhouse.
I gotta be honest, he was a real gentleman. We went to a Red Lobster. He fucked me in the bathroom.
Yeah. That's why the shock jock was like, he didn't buy you a drink? Like, so.
He bought me a lobster, all right? Like,
yeah, but basically they said it was like same situation, exchange
so
pleasantries. This other girl said specifically it was a Range Rover, all blacked out.
Okay, so.
Which
large SUV.
I can picture Baker Mayfield driving a Range Rover.
Yeah, it's my first NFL car. I got a Range Rover.
Of course.
That's
that's the starter kit.
Yeah, the starter kit is Range Rover or Escalade. You make your choice.
It's like Range Rover, Escalade, or like Tahoe.
Tahoe.
It's full-size black SUV.
But then you got like the middle-aged dad who's been in the league for like 10 years, and he's got like a Lincoln Navigator. Mm-hmm. So he's just like, I got the Lincoln for the kids.
Yeah.
And Baker's
they're all the same size. Yeah. It's just I got the Lincoln because it's got more bells and whistles.
Yeah.
But then you got like
Baker's just like, I just want the polish off mobile, so give me that Range Rover.
Yeah, and then you've got the big corn-fed white boys that get a fully loaded pickup truck.
Oh, big one, big like King Ranch or like
you get like fucking like the Lariat like Dodge Ram.
Yeah, Raptors, like a lot of just like souped up
pick 'em up trucks. You get well, even then, I mean,
Dale, what the fuck do you need a Raptor for? Like, I know you went to Iowa, but you don't pick corn.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, easily you can spend $70,000 on a
I can imagine
truck.
that conversation. Like the guys that get their first, not their rookie deal, but they get their first contract.
The first like good contract,
first big contract, and they're like Midwestern, like Big Ten football boys.
Yeah.
320-pound left tackle, just got paid $78 million. Goes out, gets a big ass truck, and then gets made fun of mercifully, like as he pulls it up, and it's just like, Rick, what the fuck do you need that for? Like, you went to Wisconsin, you didn't actually make cheese curds, dog. Like,
it's like I like what I like.
It's just like you do like what you like, but you're a overpaid left tackle. Like that's what the coaches are probably saying to him too.
Yeah.
Like you dog. Like listen, you're an overpaid left tackle. All right. You went to Wisconsin, so you're like your country boy fed. We knew that. That's why we picked you.
They probably look at it. They're like, that's a nice truck.
That's a nice truck. It'd be a shame if somebody shit in it. Like, now get your ass back on the field, you overpaid piece of shit. Like that's
you flashy mamby-pamby.
Yeah.
Looks like some shit Odell would drive.
Yeah. Odell, get over here. You like this truck? Hell yeah, I like this truck. See, you know Odell likes the truck. Get your ass back on the field.
Odell pulled up today in a Huracan. A Lamborghini. Yeah. Actually, no. That's the broke boy Lamborghini. He drove up in an Aventador.
Aventador. Or Odell would be the kind of guy that would just pull up in a hearse just to say he's got one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he'll be like, coming back from the dead this season. It's just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, coming back from the dead this season. It's like, stop asking for trades and maybe somebody will take you seriously.
But with all this being said, though, all this comes out. How do you think Cleveland's going to do this season? Because they went, what, 6-10?
10. I don't remember.
This past season, I think?
I think if Baker stops getting sloppy toppy in the middle of week 4 and 5, I think they'll be better.
I don't know.
I just think there's...
Because one thing they said, though, was... the girls basically said,
was this
once
during
he cut
the
them
season?
off... They said, yeah, it was during the season.
Okay.
And the girls basically said, once he cut them off, because she basically said that she came forward because he blocked her on Twitter.
Okay.
But she'd already, told her whole hometown about it because,
she's from small town.
She's 20 years old and from a small town, Ohio. Ha, suck the quarterback's dick.
Yeah.
Hey. Cleveland football. The Cleveland Browns are hot news.
So yeah, because I mean that honestly, I think that comes into it could be an anxiety thing. It's just all right, well, I got a wife, and I have to hide this, and you're just doing all of this, you're digging yourself all of these holes that you don't need to dig.
Yeah,
and it's just you're creating instances where you have to continuously hide things.
Yeah,
and then it kind of weighs on your mind, and you can't focus on the game. You can't focus on...
I don't know about that.
You don't think so? I feel like that's a distinct possibility.
I feel like once he stops, actually, he'd play worse.
So once he stops doing this shady shit?
Yeah, I feel like once he stops doing the shady shit, he would actually play worse.
So you think he stopped this season?
I compare that I compare that to Tiger Woods.
After he stopped fucking around, he's played worse.
While still married, but stop fucking around.
You know what? There's a logic to that because I feel like it kind of keeps the mind always moving.
Yeah.
So it's just always in a state of anxiety. I gotta be better. I gotta play better. I gotta make sure I'm on the road. I gotta
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta be better. I gotta play better. I gotta keep this shit tight.
I gotta keep this
it
shit
locked
tight.
down. She can't find out.
She can't find out about Jessica.
She can't find out. It's constantly coming up with schemes.
So you're saying living in almost a constant state of fear and anxiety makes you play better?
I think so. Coming up with different schemes.
You're a goddamn
offensive
genius.
schemes. I got to figure out different ways to fool the defense.
Baker's been in
misdirection.
Baker's been in since 4 a.m. and I don't know if he's got problems at home, but he wrote down 17 new plays. And I got to be honest,
he reworked the entire offense.
And I got to be honest, 15 of them are pretty fucking good.
Two of them. They need some work.
Yeah, two of them
promising.
I mean, two of them are hand jobs outside of a cheesecake factory, but otherwise, the other 15, I mean, they are prime steakhouse.
Now,
good.
What's even better though is one of the guys. Because keep in mind, this is Shock Jock Cleveland, Ohio radio.
Cleveland Steamer and Steve.
One of the guys that was one of the co-hosts on this radio show said that he knew a girl that told him a very similar story.
Yeah, I mean, that's always how it's going to be. I knew a girl who said the same thing.
Yeah, he said the same thing, but he's I didn't believe her, so I don't want to put her in. But now this corroborates it. And then the one girl who was on was just this has happened to, several girls.
And then we got ourselves a Facebook group and started talking shit.
Pretty much, yeah. So apparently... Baker's just been in.
We think that Facebook group is called shit, fucking.
I sucked Baker's penis.
I don't know. I feel like there'd be some type of Pilgrim reference.
Now they also described his dick pics.
Yeah. I'm sure it was nice.
They said it wasn't very impressive.
Really?
They said it was. Now one girl said it seemed bigger than average. The other girl said it seemed smaller.
He's not a very big guy, so it's just proportionate
6'1",
to a
200 pounds.
6'1" in the program, 5'10" in real life.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
So tells me it's probably an average penis.
For a 5'10" guy, it's probably a decent to normal dick. Yeah, it hits all the fun spots.
Yeah, it curves up.
Looks like a banana.
I don't know. The curve is debatable. Sometimes a little too aggressive.
I got to be honest, I'm not familiar with Mayfield's peener, but I've seen some of the indentations in those sweatpants. Remember that photo shoot with the tiger?
Yep, I remember.
Yeah. Maybe the bulge.
Sometimes they enhance those.
Maybe the bulge was enhanced. Maybe that tiger was looking at Baker like that. That guy looks fuckable.
Yeah.
But I mean, long story short, or in Baker's case, short story long. Basically, I think so. Really, what it is we're never going to fall out of love with Baker Mayfield. He was the Boyz' original OG. He's an OG boy for life. He was the first. He was the first. All right, we've fallen in and out of love. Listen, Lamar Jackson got into our hearts for a little while.
Yeah.
I think that's a 1-year thing. I think I'm over Lamar.
I don't think I'm over Lamar. Do you know why?
I think after that playoff performance, I'm pretty over Lamar.
Well, that didn't count in fantasy, so I'm not over Lamar.
Yeah, okay, so you're never going to be over Lamar purely for gambling purposes. So.
Oh, of course. And Lamar's my keeper.
Of course. You're already saying, oh, fantasy football keeper, I'm keeping him in February of 2020.
Yeah.
You should.
I mean, let's be honest here.
And most valuable player of the league, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going to have a good season next year, just so you know.
Hey.
As a Pat Mahomes guy, I was a Mahomes guy, mind you, who won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Damn, he was all right for me in fantasy this year. I kept him after an MVP season. He comes
good. Back. He has a chip on his shoulder. He gets injured week 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be the only quarterback.
Yeah, but he won the
draft.
Super Bowl in times that didn't matter to me.
No, I was talking about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He's going to come back with his chip on his shoulder and get injured in like week 5 or 6.
I thought you were talking, because that's exactly what happened to Mahomes, but it was like week 8 and he just hurt himself.
Theory, Mahomes actually used that time to rest up, so he was fresh for the playoffs.
I think he did too. I don't think the injury was like fake. I think he definitely dislocated a knee. He could have played the following week, but they're like, listen, man, like we looked at our, yeah, I don't know if you looked at our division, but like we're better.
We've looked at the rest of the schedule and like
by like week 13, come back and let's just win the Super Bowl.
Just take a few weeks off.
Yeah,
rest
we're gonna win the Super Bowl. We're pretty
Make sure
good.
You're good.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Go to that yoga retreat.
Yeah, go to go to with your. Have you? Everyone's been really shitting on Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend for being like a overly devoted, like what's the term for like the wife or girlfriend of like the quarterback, like a wag or something like that.
Yeah, wags or the
so like that. So they've been a lot of like hashtags and stuff like that have been online because she's like. She always posts and she's like way too into it, so everyone gets annoyed by it. They're just like, "You're not that into it, man. Like you're just only into it because Pat Mahomes is your boyfriend." And it's just like, nah, man. She's just enjoying herself. And then Instagram's a really good way for you to get clout. So ride the coattails of the guy that just won the Super Bowl. Like I would.
Right.
If Pat Mahomes was even close to my friend, I'd be like, yeah, dude, I'm doing any situation that I can put you in a video, I'm going to, just so you know.
Yeah.
And him and his Kermit the Frog voice would be like, that's cool, go ahead.
Yeah, man, that's great.
Yeah, I do. Patrick Mahomes is like my favorite player in the NFL right now. Because he's like truly wholesome. He's also like a super athlete. But then he speaks and then just Kermit the Frog just comes pouring out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I just wanted to play football, and I did. So, hi guys. Like,
I never understood why all the NFL, like, I don't understand this, but how come in the NFL, like, you have to have this squeaky clean image, like
quarterbacks do.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And then like certain positions, so like this is a good conversation. So like,
okay,
quarterbacks are seen as like the franchise, like the squeaky clean image,
right?
First one in, last one to leave, real lunch pail guy.
Yeah, real lunch pail guy.
Yeah, the 9 to 5-er. He clocks in before anybody else, stays in. Like like listen, Baker Mayfield might get that image, but let's be honest, he's just trying to make sure he doesn't go home after a hand jibber outside of a cheesecake factory.
Yeah. So but the thing is that. Baker Mayfield didn't come in with that image.
No, he came in with that brat. He came in with I get a blowjob outside of a cheesecake factory. Like
the reason
that was
why,
his image.
Like the
he's
reason why
he's staying on brand.
Oh, absolutely, and that's the reason why Baker Mayfield is.
He don't change.
This is funny.
Do not change.
Shocking is because
I want him to be like this forever.
Yes.
When he's 40, like mind you, Brett Favre had his little moment. Like I still want him. I want Baker Mayfield to kind of carry on that Brett Favre legacy.
Right.
Like, hey Jen, sorry about that dick pic. That massage was nice. Like,
yeah.
That's kind of what I want.
Yeah, but Baker Mayfield, like you knew that Baker Mayfield is just okay. We all had friends like Baker Mayfield in college.
Still have friends. Like
Still
that.
have friends.
Yeah.
They want to get fucked up. They're gonna dip their wick in something that's questionable, and then they're gonna go into work on Sunday and they're gonna do their job. Like, I like that guy.
I admire that guy.
I like that guy. I know where I stand with that guy.
Yep. But
I understand that guy.
But I cannot be that guy. Can't do it.
Right. Now-
I guess it's maybe a thing for me, like the nobility aspect of myself, where I look at myself in the mirror and I go, yeah, I don't want to be that. I just don't want to be that guy.
Right.
Like, it just seems like a guy that is above it, and I don't want to be that guy.
But then you have the other side, which I feel like probably 80% of NFL athletes fall into this character category of the God family football.
There is a lot of those.
There's a lot of those. It's just like, I love Jesus.
Yeah. I love my mama. And I love football. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's play that game. Jesus really cares about your NFL game.
Yeah.
He does?
I mean, let's be honest. He's up there betting on the spread as we speak.
So let's say
he's just like, you better cover that. You better get that 54.5, or I'm gonna put a thunderstorm on you.
All right. So let's say the Cowboys are playing against the Giants, right?
Hypothetically, yep.
Right.
Well,
right.
They're going to, but hypothetically speaking,
they do every year.
They do twice a year. Yeah.
Okay. And Eli Manning gets out there and says, Jesus, please let us win this game. Does that mean that Jesus hates the Dallas Cowboys? Does that mean that Jesus favors the New York Giants?
Is this like are you speaking?
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking
hypothetically.
About this. Just hypothetically, does that mean that Jesus hates the other team?
I guess I don't know. I mean,
but
this is a little bit
Giants,
more. This is a little bit more religious than I thought we were going to get.
But the Giants didn't go to the Super Bowl.
Well, no. I mean, they also replaced Eli Manning early in the season.
Yeah, it's still
the way God just the way God intended.
But I'm just taking a guy I could think of that has that image.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. The squeaky clean, like the shucks attitude, and God, football, and country. Just like,
family. And I'll stand for the national anthem. Yeah, that thing.
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hear you.
I never understood that because you don't really see that shit in the NBA.
No, because the NBA, that's okay. So we're doing this. Okay. So
yeah.
So the NBA, it's always so the NFL has so the whole image of the NFL really starts with the team first.
True.
Okay, the logo, the association, the fandom, and then it comes to the player. Because let's be honest, it's really the only sport out there that you're hiding the player's face for protection.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know exactly. I mean, you don't see what they look like all the time.
Hockey too, but to a lesser extent.
Yeah, hockey too, but you can see their faces and all their missing teeth. Like it's just
true.
It's just like all right,
and they're just big Russian dudes anyway.
Most
so
of the
who
time,
cares?
big Canadians or big Russians. I mean,
there's like 4 Americans.
I like hockey. I'm very okay with it.
You are. Yeah.
So, but the NBA is less players, always exposed, selfish images. Everybody's selfish.
Absolutely.
Okay? I'm the playmaker. I'm the guy.
And I love it.
Kyrie can't play with LeBron. Kyrie can't play in Boston. Kyrie plays with KD. And KD is hurt.
Yeah.
Kyrie's the guy. Wait till KD comes on the floor. Let's see how Kyrie does.
Yeah, and then Kyrie's going to be shaky.
And he'll be like, oh, KD's taking all my spotlight. It's just like, make up your fucking mind, Kyrie.
Yeah, and then
you're wobbling back and forth an awful lot.
And then next year, Kyrie's in another city.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, KD comes back, starts dropping 30 a night, and Kyrie's like, no one's giving me the ball.
Yeah. And it's not like Kyrie, and let's be honest here, this isn't the NBA of the 80s anymore.
For real,
where it's like, we're just going to build a great team. Like, between between Kyrie and KD, there's a solid foundation here.
Yeah.
Like, Kyrie does not want to be double digits in assists.
That's not what I'm paid to do.
That's not what I'm paid to do. I'm paid to put fucking ball in the hoop. You pass the ball to me, goddammit. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was paid to put fans in the stands. I didn't realize that I was the assist guy all of a sudden.
Yeah. No. That's not what Kyrie's going to do.
I would say Kyrie will never be the John Stockton to KD's Malone. It just will never happen.
It won't work.
That's the thing, though. Is like now with this year in the NBA, and now this is a different conversation, but like it's the dynamic duo age. So it's just like LeBron and Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Those are the first two that pop off my head.
But they actually seem like they like each other.
Russell and James Harden just like to win, so they're just very passionate. But Harden still dominates. He leads the league in scoring by like 7 points. Like, he's still the most dominant ball handler in the league. And then and Westbrook is still like in the top 15 in scoring. He just kind of falls in line. But he's okay with it. He's like, you can take most of the shots as long as I get mines. Like. That's all.
But even then, Westbrook was another super selfish one.
He was. That's why KD ran out of Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, James Harden was also on those Oklahoma.
He stuck around
that
for
one season when they made the finals.
Yep.
Yeah, they did make the finals.
They made the finals. It was a very young Oklahoma team.
Yep. And then
after that, Harden got traded to Houston.
Make the finals? No,
Semifinals.
I think they lost to the Western Conference Finals to San Antonio.
They did.
Because that was the year that was that year, like 2013, 2014. So it was Westbrook. We're talking children, child Durant, child Westbrook, and new fresh baby face, just fully forming beard James Harden.
The beard is not what it is today.
Yeah, the beard in college was like, it just encompassed like the bottom of the chin.
Yep.
And now it's getting to the point where it's almost touching the floor. Like it's just. Like, I don't get it. It's just like bean sprouting.
Just above the team logo.
It's so big.
Oh, my God. I love it.
I absolutely love it, too. And it's shaped perfectly.
Oh, my God. It's incredible.
Yeah. Like
I can't grow that beard.
Obviously, he's got his own personal barber, so his barbering skills are terrific.
That and just good genetics. That man can grow a beard.
Yeah, he grows a hell of a beard.
Christ.
So
and it's high, too. It comes up like
high
just
and
below his eyes.
Yeah.
And
he's essentially wearing glasses.
Yeah,
his
pretty
glasses
much,
are just hair.
Just comes up here.
Yeah.
It stops perfect. No gaps in this man's beard.
Yeah.
I swear.
It's
great
it
beard.
is. It is a marvel.
Yeah.
It's a marvel of a beard.
Like he makes Rick Ross blush.
I know.
And that's a beard.
And that is a beard, yeah.
That's a fucking beard. Okay.
Even Rose is just like, that's a good beard.
Good beard. So but back to your point though, the NBA is a more selfish
It's a more selfish league just by image. Like the way it portrays itself,
but
even
it wasn't
from a marketing
always like
scheme.
that, though.
Yeah, but like when you think, so like your first thing you think of NFL or even NBA. First thing I think of NBA is like it's player centric. So it's like,
true.
I need superstars to get me to watch. Like
Okay.
Jordan and even like Kobe to an extent for his time. Like there were just guys that were just like, I gotta watch this guy. I'm not here to watch the team. I'm here to watch this guy.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, if I'm like going to an NBA game, I'm not there to like, I'm going to watch the Knicks. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Well,
I'm going
unless you like grew up down the street from the Garden. Like,
yeah.
Because there are people like that are like, I am a diehard Knicks fan.
And I will go to every game regardless of how much they lose by.
And they are fucking terrible, and they have been for years. But I am going to Knicks games
because
I wear Knicks jerseys.
Yeah.
You know?
I think one of my favorite thing about
John Starks, God,
John Starks. Charles Oakley, my favorite Knick. Not even during his playing career, but his post-playing career has really been terrific.
Just the antics
Just
afterwards.
the antics and assaulting fans.
Oh my God, I wouldn't. No, that's not when you don't want shit with Charles Oakley.
Don't fuck with Charles Oakley.
Yeah.
He was a bad motherfucker on the court. Imagine that.
Still is.
Imagine that guy.
How old is Charles Oakley? He's got to be in his 50s now.
I think he is now.
Still fuck you up.
What was the point I was making? My favorite thing about New York sports fans in particular, is their like gaudy nature of how much of a fan they are.
Charles Oakley's 56.
Okay. How much of a fan they are, but like how rebellious they are to change. So they're just like, yeah, I know the Knicks suck, but they'll like let you know about it, but they'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
To an extent, like they'll be pissed, but they'll be like, here's the impression of a true like thoroughbred New York fan.
Okay.
Yeah, the Knicks suck. So what? You know, I'll wear this jersey to death of me. You know, fuck the owner. Like I don't give a like.
Yeah.
It's always just like I hate this. I don't like this guy. So you played well last night. You know, you had a pretty good game. You know, overall, like I'm willing to work with it, but fuck the owner and fuck this guy. And you know, but I'll go to the game tonight.
Okay, you know what sums it up though?
That's a New York fan in a nutshell. Like I hate this guy. The owner's burying the team. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there on Tuesday night.
What I saw what you're saying though is I actually saw this video on YouTube, and it was, you know how Serge Ibaka has that one cooking show.
No.
On YouTube. Okay. Serge Ibaka
Why the fuck would I know that?
Okay, Serge Ibaka.
You know Serge Ibaka's cooking show?
He has a cooking show on YouTube where he makes food that is air quotes disgusting and has
is
people
it called
eat it.
Serge Ibaka?
I can't remember what it's. I think it's just called Cooking with Serge Ibaka. Anyway.
Oh wow,
he had
original.
Action Bronson on.
Should be. Well, yeah.
Okay, and he made.
You're going to bring the most famous rapper chef in the history of time.
Yeah.
Like,
anyway, a recent episode, he had Action Bronson on.
you didn't like Sergio Waka? I like that one.
You know, but
All right.
he made like frog fondue.
Ooh.
And
Sounds
Action
good.
Bronson enjoyed it. He was like, it has a nice umami. But anyway,
It's got a nice umami.
They start talking about sports, and Action Bronson is a big New York sports fan.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the New York Knicks, and he's basically saying, like, listen, the Knicks are terrible, and I'm a huge fan, and I go to games all the time. And then
Go for the experience. Like,
and
it's
he
just-
was basically saying, like, you know, Serge said something to the extent of, no, I'm sorry. Action Bronson complained about some team because they're so good, it's unfair. Like, he complained about the Lakers, and he was like, you know, they
Yeah.
got fucking LeBron and Anthony Davis. Like, it's unfair. I hate it. And then he was like, well, if they were both playing on the Knicks, like, you would love it. And he was like, I mean, to an extent, yeah, but it's still unfair. But they wouldn't win any games because they're the Knicks. So even that's
Yeah.
still a callback to how terrible the Knicks ownership is.
Oh, yeah, James Dolan. What a
Yeah.
piece of work that guy is.
Oh God! And everybody at this point, everybody's like, "JD, sell the team."
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Some guys just want to see the world burn. I own this team. I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
know they're terrible.
It's never one of those situations where it's just like
I could right
You
this
know.
ship. I could turn things around.
you want him to be a villain that turns into a hero, but he's just a hero that turns into a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just
Because he could. He could right
could.
the ship.
he could.
This is New York City.
Endless places for people to go.
Oh my God!
New York is
Like,
a very sellable city.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, shit. You just
It's like the biggest city in the
you see how
world.
Brooklyn just fucking built up.
I know. Brooklyn,
Yeah,
a borough of your city.
yeah. You're the New York Knicks. You're
Yeah.
not the Manhattan Knickerbockers.
No, you're the New York Knicks.
No.
You're of the state of New York and the city of New York.
Yes.
Okay, and a borough of your city said, "I'll take two of probably the top 10 best players in the NBA and stick them in Brooklyn.
I'll pay for one of them to rehab.
Yeah, I'm paying one a ridiculous salary just to sit his ass on the bench for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To recover from an injury that he statistically might not recover from.
he's going to because he is who he is. But
Yeah.
still, I'm a little nervous.
Well, what did he do again? He tore his
Ruptured his Achilles.
he ruptured his Achilles, and
Yeah.
they said like vast majority of players after the age of 30.
Usually they'll recover, but don't have the same. That guy is, listen, he's got enough money and resources that it's going to be donated to his own well-being. He'll be fine.
True.
Kevin Durant will play basketball for another 10 seasons at a phenomenal pace, at a phenomenal rate, as a giant 6'10" essentially shooting guard. And it just is what
Listen.
it is.
Part of me says yes. The other part says I'll believe it when I see it.
You'll see it.
However,
It'll be next year when the Brooklyn Nets win the title. because that's what's going to happen.
okay, so
I can-
2021.
2020 is the Lakers are going to win the championship.
Okay.
Put in the books.
So they'll win the
They're going to win the championship this year.
no, not this year.
The Lakers are going to win the championship.
Lakers win this year in
Yep.
2020.
Yep.
2021.
Nets Lakers just the way the league intended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's what happened. The Nets will win.
Wait. You think
It'll be-
next season,
next
not
season,
this season.
not this season, no.
It's going to be Nets Lake. Who is it going to be this year?
Bucks Lakers.
Okay.
Bucks Lakers or
Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto's still good. No, they're not good enough. I think the Bucks will be fine.
Okay.
The East is kind of Boston's good.
Yeah.
It's just whatever the league wants. I think the leagues want Giannis versus like LeBron. Like, that's what they
Okay,
want.
I can see it. You can sell that. You
Yeah.
can sell that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be Bucks, Lakers. Lakers win in.
5.
Okay, that's healthy.
We get 5 games
Okay,
for ratings.
Western Conference Finals obviously going to be Houston,
Houston, LA.
LA.
Yep. Boston, Milwaukee in the East.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm telling this to you in February. Like this is what's going to.
Well, the NBA is
this
always predictable,
yeah,
though.
This is what is going to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
the NBA is
yeah.
super predictable though. Like
Yeah.
it's been that way for like a long time.
Yeah. All right, we got to wrap this up. I got to poop again.
Okay.
I think I got to.
You're saying the following year is going to be L.A. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn is going to win
in 7.
Yeah. It's going to be a hard fought, but it's going to be Kevin.
It's not going to be hard fought at all. It's just going to each team is going to win every one of their games, and the East is going to have the home court advantage.
Okay.
So, there you go. Put it in the books.
Okay.
Going to happen.
So you're calling it now.
It's 100% going to happen.
Write this down, because when we're talking about this,
I'm just writing Nets in 7 in 2021.
Okay.
Okay. Done.
And I guess we're ending on that.
We're ending on that
because you have to take it. You have to shoot a deuce.
I got a hot brown coming. So
okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Toodles and noodles.
Bye.
I love you. Please call me back.